think it goes back to a daily commitment all throughout the year of trying to understand what your responsibilities are, and it helps us. You know, you hear coaches all the time talking about the next game and one game at a time, and people get bored with that. But essentially, that's life. You have a series of responsibilities that you have to take care of, and so we don't try to just do that during the season. We're trying to do that year-round, so those become habits. And so any success that we have in that area, I think, is because the players commit to trying to be responsible on a day-to-day basis. And then that helps you say, listen, we took care of that responsibility last night, and you did it in a magnificent fashion. But we've always tried to remind them, Thursday night has nothing to do with Sunday. And if you ever, we've had enough humbling experiences here. If you ever think that you're just showing up and doing what we do because you're going to talk about it, we've been knocked down enough times that I do think some veterans in the program understand, and the kids in the program right now understand that you have to sort of saddle up and ride each and every game, and this will be a real big challenge for us. But if we've had any success, I think that's why.
Why is Auburn so good? What do they do so well?
They just have some good players. They have some really talented athletes on the wing. Hasina Muhammad and Tyrese Tanner are big-time athletes on the wing for them. They have one of the best three-point shooters in the league in Blanche Alverson. I'm really impressed with their post game this year. They have two powerful posts. So they just have a good mix, quick point guard. So they just have a good mix of players, and they're playing hard. They're really playing hard. They're turning people over. They're speeding the game up, getting people out of rhythm, disrupting people. So it's a fun team to watch. I'm sure for Auburn fans, it's a tough team to prepare for if you're sitting in my seat.
Matthew, how happy are you the way your kids are playing? It looks like you guys are playing really, really well.
They're playing so hard right now, and the best word I have to describe them right now is it's a bunch of talented kids, but they're really hustling right now. They are really hustling, and they are coming in each and every day, and I'm not having to yell and scream and fight them to try to get them to bring that kind of intensity and that kind of effort level. So right now it's good. You can't rest on your laurels. You can't take it for granted. You have to stay at it. But they're playing well right now because I think they're working so hard.
Might be kind of the one player who's, I don't know how to describe it, but she used to be one of your go-to secondary scorers behind Adia. She's kind of had to take on a different role this year, and said that that's been kind of an interesting transition. What have you kind of seen from her this year as far as taking on new roles and new assignments?
Yeah, I think her value for our team is off the charts. One is she is our single best example of coachability. The thing that's so interesting about Bria, she makes a ton of mistakes, so she has a lot of times where the coach is on her and pointing those out, and the way she handles that is such a great example for the rest of our team, and that's sort of an intangible thing that she brings. She is just one of the most coachable people I've ever been around, and it speaks to her desire to really be good. She's also very selfless, wants the team to win. I don't get any impression of her other than she wants us to be a championship team. And she starts our defense every game against every opponent, no matter who they have. She is the person that gets it all started for us. And we identify ourselves with tenacious defense. She is the most tenacious right now. And so her role is invaluable. Her contribution is invaluable, and we wouldn't be close to close to the team that we are now without her. As far as her scoring goes, I think it's one real simple thing that she needs to start doing. She's altering too many shots on her own around the basket, and we're talking to her about it and trying to work her way through it. But she missed one last night that she missed. Nobody made her miss it. And I just told the coaches this morning, she's going to get that figured out, and then her scoring. I think she had double figures last night. I'm not sure, but she's been doing a good job scoring and is very capable. So I think her contribution is very important, very valuable, and I think she's having a great season.
Is she one of those players that might be overlooked by opposing defenses going forward, and maybe she might have one of those games sometime?
I don't know so much if it's overlooked. It's just you're prioritizing where you're going to, deploy the troops. She may be down on the list, and that's good for Kentucky because she would be a player. If you overlook her, she's going to burn you. So we're in a good spot right now with our roster and our players, and if you overlook Bria Goss, that's not probably going to be very good for you.
You touched on it there about balance and scoring, but the same is really true with assists too. What does it do for an offense when you have so many willing and capable passers?
Well, I just think it speaks to how they feel about each other and where our mentality as a team is right now, and I just don't sense that they really care about a whole lot more than winning. I don't think they care a whole lot about who's doing what. You have a kid like Denisha Stallworth that I think she'd been as happy scoring 7 points last night and getting 15 rebounds if that's what the game called for. Samari Walker is getting big-time rebounds and guarding the best post player every time, and I don't think she's real concerned about what her stats look like at the end of the night at Castine Evans. I just think it speaks to the chemistry that they've created. I think they care a lot about each other, and they're playing hard for each other, and I don't think they're real worried about statistics right now.
Matthews, the word you used was coachability. Is that how you put it? When you recruit, how much do you look at coachability?
Well, I think you look at it a lot. I think you have to pay attention to things as far as how they interact with their coaches, and I think somewhere along the line I heard this. I think this is true. 90% of communication is nonverbal, so you can get a whole lot from just observing people, and you don't even have to hear what they're saying. And I spend a lot of time trying to get to the gym early and hanging around late so I can watch those interactions. And it's not, scientific, and it's not a guarantee, but I think you can pick up some of those things. And we certainly need people that want to be a part of something and not be the whole of something. We need people that want to come in here and work together because we have a certain vision of how this thing needs to get done, and it takes everybody to get it done. And so coachability, being coachable is very important for us.